was the image that broke the internet in April 2019. The subject? One that had managed to evade the paparazzi for as long as people have theorized about its existence. So, Bigfoot? Nessie? Sasquatch? No, that's the same as Bigfoot. Sorry. No, I'm talking about the first photo ever taken of a black hole.
Such as computers, government officials, and people living around.
I'm sure you remember the recent hype, at least if you weren't living under a rock. It was a monumental event, not only for scientists, but for the public too. People have always been mesmerized and slightly terrified by the idea of a black hole. But up until recently, black holes had only technically been a theory. Well, astronomers were pretty sure they exist. I mean, for decades, they've been watching the pull and push of black holes that influence neighboring planets and stars. They've even been listening to the powerful gravitational waves that appear after supermassive black holes collide. Whoa! Up till now, astrophysicists have always lacked that final proof of their existence. But those days are gone, thanks to an international team of over 200 astronomers that have been working for years to capture a unique photo of a black hole. They started getting all the necessary data back in 2017. But it'd take a while to put it all together in an image. It's not like they just pointed a camera, told the black hole to say cheese, and snapped the photo. It's a little more complicated than that. We can admire this amazing space phenomenon thanks to a vast global network of telescopes called the Event Horizon Telescope Collaboration, or simply EHT. Yeah, that's shorter. Now, why such a name? Glad you asked. You see, the event horizon is the point of no return on the outskirts of a black hole. When something, for example matter, radiation, or light, reaches this boundary, there's no way for it to escape the black hole's clutches. Anyway, to capture the very first image of a black hole, scientists created a sorta mega Earth-size virtual telescope by combining the power of 8 different radio telescopes spread around our globe. The researchers had to simultaneously point the telescopes in a meticulously planned order with the help of precise atomic clocks set on each of them. All in all, the process resembled a carefully choreographed dance. But thanks to these preparations, over 2 weeks, the telescopes collected a whopping 5,000 terabytes of data. That's 5 quadrillion bytes. 15 zeros if you want to count them all. All that data was then processed by several supercomputers, and scientists finally got the long-awaited image. What they observed was a monster of a black hole measuring about 25 billion miles across. Just imagine, that'd be like 30,000 of our suns, or, to really make you feel itsy-bitsy, 40 billion Earths. The size of this giant might easily be larger than our entire solar system. Now let that sink in. But don't worry, this massive black hole isn't going to engulf our planet or anything. It's somewhere out in the middle of the supergiant Messier 87 galaxy, about 55 million light-years away from our little floating rock in space. Hence, why was it so tough to get a clear image of the thing? Well, imagine trying to take a picture of a donut left on the moon just by using your smartphone. Astronomers had previously got some images of a light stream coming from the area where, as they expected, the M87 black hole could be. But they couldn't capture the hole itself, because their equipment at that time was a far cry from the perfection that is EHT. If you look at the funny image of the giant hole, which admittedly doesn't look that big in the photo, you'll see a ring of superheated gas that's being sucked into a flawlessly circular hole. That's the event horizon I mentioned earlier. After light reaches it, it disappears without a trace. But it's thanks to this exact ring of light, which is way brighter than all the stars of M87 combined, that astronomers here on Earth managed to take the photo. The headline-making black hole is a mature one. It's just chillin', restin', and eating gas that's trickling from nearby stars. The giant is dimmer than the other more energetic black holes. Those youngsters accumulate much larger amounts of matter, so their radiant gas swirls shine a lot brighter. But the most exciting thing about this black hole is that scientists are pretty sure it's the heaviest they've found so far, probably with a mass 6.5 billion times that of our Sun. Man, space makes you feel teeny tiny, doesn't it? Black holes are some of the most extreme objects that exist anywhere in space. They pack incredible amounts of mass in a single point, which makes them infinitely dense, just like my college roommate. Nah, just kidding. And when I say infinitely, I mean it. As a result, such density creates an enormous gravitational pull towards the center that no one and nothing can overcome. In other words, black holes are so unique because they're the only existing objects surrounded by a region of space-time that's entirely inaccessible for the rest of the universe. They also superheat matter to billions of degrees and make it reach the speed of light before swallowing anything that carelessly gets too close to them. And that's where the theories get trippy. Some scientists are sure that certain black holes, the ones that spin fast, can create wormholes in space-time. Did you catch that? Like, if you jump into a black hole, you could find yourself in a different time on the other side of the universe. Woo! And guess what? If scientists can get more images of black holes, they may be able to confirm or reject this hypothesis. Who knows? Maybe one day, astronomers will get a photo of a black hole with a wormhole attached to it. And while it sounds like sci-fi stuff now, just remember, the mere existence of black holes was just a theory until recently. So, anything's possible. And now, to really fill your plate for the day, here are some more cool facts about black holes. There are tiny ones called primordial black holes. They vary from the size of an atom to that of a mountain. There's a theory that galaxies get formed around black holes, meaning that when a large star implodes on itself, a black hole appears in its place, and the rest of the galaxy just pops up around it. There's a supermassive black hole right in the middle of our Milky Way galaxy. It's called Sagittarius A, and it's 4 million times as heavy as the Sun. And no, we're not going to get sucked into this hole. It's more than 26,000 light-years away from Earth, too far to have any influence on our planet. Besides Sagittarius A, there are a staggering 100 million medium-sized black holes in our galaxy. Can you imagine how many there are in all the 100 billion galaxies that exist out there? You do the math. Scientists have found out that there exist black hole binaries, two black holes that orbit each other. Now, if you ever find yourself near a black hole, you'll notice that time slows down significantly. Hey, more time to tackle that bucket list. Just don't let yourself get tugged behind the event horizon, also known as the point of no return. Bye-bye! If you managed to squeeze Earth down to the size of a cherry tomato, it would turn into a black hole. In fact, you could also become one yourself, if you agreed to be scaled down to the size of an atom. Well, black holes aren't some hungry predators that roam the universe preying on poor, unsuspecting planets and stars. They just gulp down the stuff that ends up too close to them. They also sometimes fling out spitballs the size of a planet. These things manage to escape a black hole's immense gravitational pull by slipping away before going past the point of no return. In fact, with Sagittarius A, we should be worried not about its pull, but about these spitballs coming at us at 20 million miles per hour. The chances are slim though, so don't sweat it. South African astronomers have recently come across another head-scratching black hole mystery. In a region of distant space, they noticed that several black holes located in different galaxies aligned in the same direction. It looks as if their gas emissions have been synchronized by design. Hey, why can't we synchronize my gas emissions? Anyway, scientists can't explain why and how these black holes, which are about 300 million light-years from one another, can be acting in unison. Hey, maybe it's a cross-universe black hole flash mob. So, have you heard about any other cool black hole facts? Please leave them down in the comments. If you learned something new today, then give this video a like and share it with a friend. But don't space out just yet. We have over 2,000 cool videos for you to check out. All you have to do is pick the left or right video, click on it, and enjoy. Stay on the bright side of life.